Hey, what's up, guys? Whew, wow, what a fight that was, man. Uh, Let me give a pound on the chest and let me give a salute to Tony Bellew, man. Tony Bellew, congrats on your career, man. The ultimate underdog story, man. This guy, went on to become a world champion, man, and got two upset wins over David Haye and in his last fight, and fought for the undisputed cruiserweight championship of the world. A fight he was a big underdog in, a fight that he was winning, in my opinion. Just as I did with the David Haye fight, I thought it was laughable that Bellew could win or would win. This guy, I was gonna make some jokes about Tony Bellew, about the horseshoe in his ass, all this and that. Not fighting the old injured David Haye. Gotta give it up, Tony Bellew, man. He has earned my respect, man. He won the David Haye fights, and in this fight, man, I had him winning all of the rounds except for the fifth, which I had even, and the seventh I gave to Usyk. I think he was up 69-65 on my scorecard, I do believe. And I'm sitting and I'm watching the fight, I'm thinking, man, Usyk I had is my number 2 pound for pound fighter in the world. Let me go ahead and give you my top 5, because I did not do a video on it. I said I was. But Canelo is number 5 on my list. Number 4 is the monster, Naoya Inoue. Number 3 is Mike Garcia. And number 2 is Oleksandr Usyk. And number 1 is Terence Crawford. On my pound for pound, you can drop if you have a poor performance. If you get knocked down. If you lose, you probably will be out. It was not looking good for Usyk, man. I'm sitting and I'm thinking, man, he is not looking good. He was missing a lot of shots. He looked inaccurate, and he was losing rounds. I'm thinking, man, he gonna need a knockout to win this fight. And Usyk appears to be a slow starter. Remember, he had a fight on HBO against a short guy who I say like Sean Porter. He started slow in that fight. I think he went on to get stoppage in that fight too. But I give it up to Bellew, man. Bellew was fighting a damn good fight, man. Guy had nothing to be ashamed of, man. He went out on his shield against one of the best in the world, man. And there's nothing wrong with going out on your shield in your last fight. I think it's honorable and admirable in my opinion. But Usyk, man, I give it up to the guy. He maintained his spot in my pound for pound. Usyk, in the 8th round, he was, the left hook found his home. And, once he noticed the success, once he noticed that he was hitting the guy flush and that he was hurting Bellew, he turned on the pressure, man. He kept throwing it and it kept landing until, he hit the home run shot, man. I've heard people talk about Usyk's power, talking about, like he doesn't have a lot of power. I don't want to hear that no more, man. He knocked out Tony Bellew. I won't say cold because Bellew got up, but man, he went down hard and bad, man. Looked like some Fight Night Champion shit, the way he flopped back into that bottom rope and his eyes rolling back his head, man. He was out of it, man. That was a walk-off shot for Usyk. Usyk hit him and turned around and walked off, man. It was so bad, Eddie got up out of his seat, trying to help Tony, man. He trying to grab the man's head, man. He knew it was over. He was concerned for Tony Bellew's health, man. And luckily, thankfully, man, Bellew appears to be all right, man. He got up and he was able to talk and walk and all that, man. I would not have wanted to see this guy, have a serious injury, being carted off, or have some kind of life-changing, life-altering injury in his last fight. Uh, it's especially, his old lady wanted him to stop fighting too. And it would have been sad if something bad would have happened. But uh, you know, this is for all the people out there who think it's so important to have an old, think it's the end of the world if a guy has a loss, man. Tony Bellew went out performing at a high level, man. Like I said, I think on my scorecard, when I had Usyk, I picked Usyk to win this fight. Hell, I was gonna put money on Usyk in this fight. I clearly had Tony Bellew winning this fight, and I think they said he was up on 2 of the 3 scorecards, which I can agree with. That was not hometown cooking. He went out performing well, and he went to the end, man. And even in the loss, the guy has forever earned my respect, man. He has forever earned my respect. I won't say anything bad about the guy, clown his boxing ability. Definitely won't clown him for for getting knocked out, man. This guy stepped up. Instead of staying retired, he stepped up and fought this guy for calling him out, man. And in my opinion, was beating the guy. So, he did not shit the bed. He performed well, man. Has nothing to be ashamed of. Can hold his head high, in my opinion, for the rest of his life, man. And the man's kids can, can celebrate their dad, man. He went out, fighting, a guy that's probably going to go down as an all-time great, a Hall of Famer for sure, because he's an undisputed champion. He fought this guy in his last fight and was winning, man. Hell, I had tears in my eyes when this fight was over, man. This fight was a great story. Just the story of the fight, the atmosphere of the fight. The big underdog in Tony Bellew, in his last fight, fighting this undefeated, undisputed great champion, and was winning the fight, and went out on the shield, man. Storybook stuff in my eyes, man. And to see the the sportsmanship, and the admiration afterwards, man. It's one of the things that makes this sport as great as it is, man. It was great and an honor to watch this fight. This fight was a chess match, as the commentators were saying. And let me give kudos to DAZN. I like this commentary team much, much better than the one that they have been using, man. These are real professional commentators, man. Brian Kennedy's great, Sergio Moore's great, Sugar Ray Leonard, great fighter, but I can do without him on commentary. And the female and Chris Mannix, they okay, but I prefer this way more than what they have been doing on DAZN, man. So and it was perfect quality, no problems in the stream at all. Watched it on my 82-inch, no issues. I'm loving DAZN, man, loving it. Shit, fuck the haters. Anybody who got something bad to say about DAZN, fuck them. Hell, I'm supporting them. I'm gladly spending my $10. Hell, they drafted my account today, as a matter of fact. And I ain't complaining one bit. Shit, man. But and I can watch this fight anytime I want to. I can, and that's another great thing about DAZN, man. This fight will be on this service anytime I want to pull it up. So, but man, Tony Bellew, I salute you, man. On a great career, job well done in this fight, man. Nothing to be ashamed of. Like you said, man. You would have regretted if you had not fought this guy. But you'll always know that that you gave this guy a great fight, and you went to the end, man. I praise Tony Bellew. Even in the loss, his stock, rose with me. So, I think that's it for the fight, guys. Great atmosphere, just great, man. Great fight, great story. I loved it, man. It was fun to watch, man. With a spectacular ending, a torch passing ending. Bellew got all the credit in the world. And when it comes to Usyk fighting Anthony Joshua, man, oof, boy, I tell you, man, that's man, that I tell you, man, I think Usyk is gonna be hard for AJ to find, man. You know that's gonna be a difficult fight for AJ, man. Odds wise, that's gonna be a close fight, betting wise, man. I think if I was thinking about it earlier today, man, if I had to play that fight, I think the strategy maybe would be to play the under, assuming it would be, let's say, 8.5 rounds. Play the under and play Usyk probably by decision as a hedge. You'd probably be able to get good value out of both of those plays. So, that's the way I'm seeing that as of right now. But if Usyk wanted to, he could cash in his WBO title and become mandatory, because I don't think they named the mandatory yet. If he wanted to, he could do that, man, and he probably should. He might could get the April fight with AJ, and it would be huge. That fight would be hot, if Wilder don't sign on the dotted line. With Usyk just knocking out Bellew, shit, that would be a big fight. And AJ might want to fight him. Go ahead and fight him as soon as possible. Instead of letting him get his feet wet at heavyweight. Try to catch him. In his first fight at heavyweight. So, and I would love to see it, man. But man, who was that Bugsy Malone or whatever his name was, Carl Malone, whatever the hell his name was, man, that shit was garbage, man. Oh, what a terrible performance. Who the fuck is that? Man, that shit was terrible before that fight. I'm like, damn, they couldn't get nobody better than this, Hell, they should have got Sleaford Mods in there, man. Jolly fucker. Yeah, I know about that, UK. They should have got, hell, I'd have preferred them over that, whatever that was, man. Whew. Oh boy. What else, man? I did not see the Anthony Crolla fight, the decision fight. I would not be watching that fight either. Ricky Burns got a knockout, I saw. Wow. Who was he fighting? He must have not been fighting a great guy. I'm sure he was not. He needs to go to the house, him and Crolla. And who else? What was up with this Josh Kelly fight, man? He was fighting a guy with 14 wins who only had like 3 knockouts. The guy looked like a damn 140 pounder, man. He was not in the same weight class as Josh Kelly, man. That was just ridiculous, man. They shouldn't even. They ought to be ashamed for booking that fight, man. I was streaming it while I was working, man. I was not watching it. I kind of picked up the phone, looked at it every now and then, but that was bullshit, man. And what else? Oh, David Allen. Oh man, Dave Allen, man. Tired of hearing about Dave Allen, man. He, as far as I'm concerned, he is the heavyweight Sam Egginton, man. Again, I was not watching the fight. I was basically, I had it streaming while I was working and listening to it. Pretty much like, listening to it through my vehicle radio, man. And like a radio broadcast. And I'm hearing how this guy giving Dave Allen the work and shit. Before the 4th round over, I pick up my phone, man, and I see both of these guys are out of energy, man, in a 10-round fight. I mean, throwing just the most pity-patter punches, like just no energy, breathing heavy. Oh, man. Terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Dave Allen needs to, he clearly, apparently does not do any road work. He needs to go jog. He needs to go get on a treadmill. Move around the ring for numerous rounds. Come on, man. Just terrible, man. And yes, he should be ashamed of that performance. I was hoping that dude beat his ass. He was a big favorite too, like a minus 3,500 favorite, I believe, man. I'm gonna start betting against Dave Allen, man. I'm gonna start betting against him. Depending on who he's fighting, I'm gonna start putting money against, because this guy don't get it, man. He talking about I need to take a break. I need to, like reevaluate or take something serious or some shit he was saying. I'm thinking like, how many chances you gonna get? How many times we gonna hit this shit, man? Where you slipping up and you gonna, you getting second chances and you gonna try to do better and, like, it's like the guys not taking it serious, man. Just being like a class clown. And people in the UK love this shit, man. Dave Allen is another Sam Baington, man. He will be losing again soon. So somebody I'm gonna bet against. Hopefully I get big odds. He'd be a big favorite and somebody beat him and I can make some money. So and they was talking about Josh Taylor fighting this what's the guy named Adam Nation or whatever the hell his name is. I think that's the guy who fought Sugar Shane in his last fight. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a big favorite in that fight. That guy probably at the end of his career probably has lost since the Shane Mosley fight. I was thinking, who would be a good opponent for Josh Kelly? Carlos Ocampo. I would like to see that fight. Hell, Ocampo can fight. He got knocked out in the first round by Arrow Suspect, but still, he was giving Arrow Suspect that work. He was putting it on Errol Spence before Spence started turning it on and got the knockout. So Ocampo can fight, big tall guy who we know now. I like to see them two young guys fight. See how that goes. I think that'd be a good matchup for him, a big guy. So, yeah. They don't need to move him too fast. Now they talking about stepping up competition, all that kind of shit. You can step up a little bit, but don't step up too much now. But I think that's it, guys. That's all I saw, man. But I enjoyed it, man. I had fun watching this fight, watching, listening to and watching the parts of the card that I did. Again, Tony Bellew, salute you, man. Congrats on your career. Nothing to be ashamed of. You was beating this guy, man. Just at the end, he was going into the corner a little bit too much, taking too many shots. I think that was the 7th round that was happening. I was wondering why he was doing it. Maybe he was gassed and getting tired. I don't know. Maybe the weight cut got to him, like they said. But that 8th round, man, Usyk found his rhythm. He realized he was hurting the guy. Closed the show, man. I'm not gonna drop him my pound for pound. I'm gonna leave him right where he is. And can't wait to see what he looks like at heavyweight, man. Not having to cut weight, he's gonna be even stronger, man. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched the fight, if you bet, I hope you made some money. And let me know what you guys think. And I will check in with y'all soon, man. Thanks for watching.